No, we're gonna put this in because I don't want to.
I could.
Okay. So, how are we going to start this one today? So, we've been talking about COVID. That's what we've been talking about. And I think that we can go one step further. There's another layer over here. Even though I will tell you a ha'ora, a kasha, let's say, from, the Mashgiach, from Rav Leuchter. He doesn't mention COVID in his answer, but, that's what I do. What should I, everything is, whatever. I think it's the same sugya, so we're gonna talk about that. But first, I'm sorry to do this to you guys, but it's an important zach. Lamaisa, ein mizarzen el mizurazim, right? That's the lashon. Lamaisa, Torah anytime is making big campaign, starting next week, big, very big, and I'm going in on it not because they asked me, but because it's something important to me. Yeah. So if the Olam could be mishtatev, that would be gavaldik, and you know what I mean. Whatever it is, Be'ez Hashem. So there is a lashon. I think it's a Rambam. Maybe it's even a Gemara. You're gonna have to help me out with this. Even the Chevron Torah anytime. You have my email. You can send me the makor if you know. Lo'olam yargil odam es atzmai. I'm not sure if I'm quoting it exactly. Loimar eini yodeya. Yeah, right. It's famous. Is it a Gemara or is it a Rambam? I don't know. I think I saw it once in a Rambam. But Lamaisa, I always heard the Rambam very simple. It's the biggest of all midas, anova. To be margal, I think he says it mefurish that's how you margal yourself. That's how you work on your anova. You regularly say you don't know. But Rabbi Sai, I think, that it's avada. You're going to be kind of anova, but I'm not holding by anova. I'm just not holding there yet. It's a big madrega. But I think that it's more than that. When you teach yourself how to say, I don't know, you will learn Torah better that way too. You'll become a bigger Talmud Chacham that way. If there's one person that is the master of this midah in learning, it's the Mashgiach. It's Reb Ruvain. He's unbelievable. We don't know how to do this. We mamish don't know how to do this, and we're missing out. We're missing out on so much because we know too much. Well, why am I saying all this? Because we all know this pasuk and this Rashi. We all know. Before I even get to the Rashi, right? The Tamei Mikra. Stop. Ve'es mitzvasai tishmeru. Zokev katoin. Stop. It could have been soif pasuk over there, but it's zokev katoin. Va'asisem mercha soif pasuk. Okay. So there are three things going on in this pasuk. So you can just guess where my mind drifted this week when I was, oimid on that. But that's not our sugya right now. But v'amei v'in yavin. Okay? There's three things. Good. But imechu gaisei telechu ve'es mitzvahs tishmeru. So Rashi says, yochel zekiyu mitzvahs keshu oimer ve'es mitzvahs tishmeru ha'rekiyu mitzvahs. Omur mani mekayim b'chu gaisei telechu shtiyu ha'melim b'Torah. Everybody knows that. But Rabbi Yisai, a very klutz kasha. A kasha that stems from this midah of I don't know anything. This is all brand new raid to me. What does it say over here? So there's really two chidushim over here. The mitzvah Yisai, there's a havamina that the b'chukosei telechu is talking about mitzvahs, and then no, it's talking about Torah, and mitzvahs is legabe shmira. I thought that by mitzvahs I would have to walk in mitzvahs. What's that? What is that? But no, it's not walking in mitzvahs. You have to keep mitzvahs. So you have to know what the difference between walking and keeping is. That's a separate shmooze. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to get into that. But look, it's yochel b'mitzvahs. No, it's b'toira. Tiyu amelim b'toira. So, amal is expressed in the Torah as teilechu. You walk. What does walking mean? Very simple. Again, I don't know anything. What does it mean to walk? I'm not talking about walking on a treadmill in the gym. What is the regular definition of walking? Is that you are now here, you're standing in one place, and you walk from where you are to another place. Correct? That means you leave point A and you go to point B. And you leave point B and you go to point C. That's how it works. That's what walking means. So what does it mean to walk? Amal means to walk in Torah. What is that? What does walking in Torah mean? Does that mean daf hayomi? Is that what it means? You go from one daf, now you're not in that daf, you go to another daf. Okay, maybe a little bit better for the night Seder Chevra, a rice Chevra. So one amud, you go from one amud to the next amud. Is that what a melus b'Torah is? What does it mean to walk in Torah? Leaving a place. We're supposed to leave the Torah? No, you're not. No, that can't be. What does it mean to walk? What does it mean to walk, Rabbi? So that I think is a very, you have how we can miss this question, right? To me, it's so important to stress this point. We will miss this question because we know it already. We know this, but it's expressed in the lashon of walking. What does that mean to walk? What does that mean to walk in Torah? So the mahalach is, at least I think that it speaks to what we've been talking about. Right? We've been talking about kavod. What is kavod? Kavod means you give a erech, you give a value to something that to the naked eye has no value. Right? I don't see anything special about it. Oh no, but a kohen, listen, there's kedusha over there. So you give it value, you give it kavod. You give kavod to a person. You give kavod to ruchnias. You give kavod. That's what it is. You say that whatever there is in front of you, there's something else going on over there. Something you didn't see. No, that guy, he's different. He's just, the DNA is different. There's more. There's always more, right? So we spoke about kavod, legabe, adavar ruchni, legabe, another person. We even spoke about kavod, legabe Torah, yenim's Torah. Yenim's Torah, right? Talmidei Rekiva, leinogu kavod zevazeb, shot is, each one of them knew kol Torah kula, right? But they had to give place, makaim, because the other guy also had a mahalach in kol Torah kula, different than you. So we even spoke about that element of kavod. But here's a chiddush, Rabbi Yisrael, and this is really the chiyuv on all of us. We have to give kavod to our own Torah. Forget about Yenim's Torah. Even your own Torah, your own muskamois, your own dvarim brurim. That's how we started off. Lo'olam yomer adam eini yedeh. Abba, I know how to learn. I once was zeicher to stand in a bus stop in Eretz Yisrael with Adam Gadol Admoid. Clearly knows Kol Torah Kula. And we were standing in the bus stop together. And there was a sign. There was a sign up, whatever sign. Come to this and this shir, this and this speaker. And how were they magadir the speaker? They said, Pliny ben Pliny, a bucky in Maral. Yeah? A bucky in Maral. So my Rebbe looked at that thing and he said to us in Yiddish, he says, Ich kann lernen a bissel Gemara. Yeah? I know how to learn. I opened up this forum and I have no idea what he's talking about. And every guy gets up there and he becomes, a famous guy. He says he's a Baki Maharal. Trust me, I know how to learn. And I couldn't put it together. I'm just coming to say that you have to know that you don't know. You know that you don't know. But you know a lot. You have to know that you don't know. Because your own Torah demands a kavod. The kavod means there's more. This is what it means to walk in Torah, Rabbi. So you're not leaving one mesechta to another, one daf to another daf. Nay. It's the same daf. And you have a havana there. But you have to be amal in Torah. What does amal in Torah mean? Discover that there is more. It has weight. There's even a different mahalach that you thought. Not your friend's mahalach. You can come up with another mahalach. You can learn it up differently. A whole nother mahalach. You know what? I'm going to end with this because this is another geschmacka thing for me. I enjoy this, and I don't know for sure if this is b'chalal right. But what does the word amal mean? Come on. It's another 3-letter word, Rabbi Isai. It's a problem. This is a shayrish. And it's a funny shayrish. What are these 3 letters? Amal. We know what amal means. Amal means toiling. Toiling. What does toil mean? It's a synonym for hard work. It's work. Where does the word avad fit into amal? I'm saying, what does the word amal mean, for crying out loud? I don't have a good translation for that word. I was thinking about it all week, mamish, all week. And I came out, I think it's with hamlatza. It's just a hamlatza. I'm throwing it out there. Chew on it. I don't know. If you come up with something better, please, vakasha. But hamlatza. Amal is ayin mem lamed. Right? Amal. You can switch them around a little bit, and you have oilam. That means, Amal pshat is, there's a oilam here. There's a welt information going on over here. There's so much that you can gain. So much more that you don't know yet. Look, we just came from, Lag Boimer, right? I don't know the whole thing, but okay, I don't know any of it, but what's the concept, possibly? The whole Reb Shimon, the Zoyar, it's a Pirush on Chumash. It's really what it is. It's based on Parshas HaTorah. But we know Pshat in the Psukim. We have Rashi, we have the Mefarshim, we have Midrash Chazal, we have the Gemaras. But it's a whole nother world. There's something totally else going on. That's Kavod Torah. There's so much. There's never ending. This is what it means to be amal in Torah. The same Torah could go on and on and on. That's why a guy who gives a shir every week never has to be scared. What am I going to say? Reruns. There's no such thing. You can always say tifer. There's always an amkus. It's like going into the ocean. You see, it's beautiful. Wow, you take a picture. Nice, gorgeous ocean. You go into the water. There's a whole world in there. It's a crazy world. A whole different thing going on. Like a really different thing going on. Something out of this world. Taka. And every shtik Torah is like, Rabbi say, that's what I had to say, and you should be matzliach. And let's think about it at least, giving a little bit. Maisa, it's a very interesting campaign. This campaign, they're not asking you for money. They're pashut selling you, and they're selling something. They cheshbon ois, Torah anytime cheshbon ois, that over the course of a year they are bringing to the table 12 million hours of learning. Beats me. I don't know how they figured it out, but there's a lot of chachamim over there, okay? 12 million hours a year, throughout all the different ways they do it, with the phone calls, with the internet, with the whatever ways they have of spreading their divrei Torah, with all the speakers and that, 12 million hours. They're selling every hour for 25 cents. That's the deal. They made a cheshbon how much it cost them, all encompassing, to stream all this Torah. And the cheshbon is 25 cents. Cost price, Rabbi say. Cost price. I'm sorry. Listen, I'll stop here. I'm not trying to, you get into your kishkis, but Levi said 25 cents an hour. It's God's good. I even bought it. It's not bad. Okay.